Oh, I wanted to show y'all my fake hair real quick. Look how beautiful it is. It's so long. It goes down to like the middle of my back. Look at that. Oh my goodness. It's gorgeous. I like it a lot. Hola everyone. Welcome to mi canal. Did I say that correctly in Spanish? Probably not. But one of my goals in 2022 is to speak Spanish. But before that happens, let's go ahead and start a full face of e.l.f. Alright, let's go ahead and start with complexion. And first off, I've got the e.l.f. Jen Atkins Mist Me. I've had it since it came out, and I've only used about that much because it's literally just a mister. It's a lightweight hydrating facial mist. So literally all it does is mist the face before you start your face. And it does smell very good. And that's the only reason why I bought, got in my mouth. That's the reason why I bought it, was because it smells like coconut, but it does not taste like coconut, so I do not recommend you eat it. Let me take my gloves off. Let's go ahead and start with the Power Grip. One of my favorite primers used to be the Mint Melt because it's very gripping, but now that I have tried the Power Grip, this is so amazing. I love this stuff. In my best of 2021 video, I said that I really wanted to try the Poreless Putty Primer with the Power Grip. So I like to use the Poreless Putty Primer in around my nose where I have the most pores, but I like this for gripping the makeup. So I kind of want to use both just to see if it'll actually make my makeup last longer. So let's go ahead and start with the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer, and I'm going to put this around my nose. And I love to use this Kohl's Creative brush with it. It's got a round head that just works really well with the Poreless Putty Primer. And I'm just going to put it where I've got my pores. And now I'm going to go in with the Power Grip Primer. And I'm going to put that all around the perimeter. I'm actually going to put this everywhere. I'm going to try to put it over the putty just to see if it will help grip the makeup there. Why not? This is so sticky and gripping. I believe it's supposed to be like the Milk makeup. I have never used the Milk makeup just because I don't want to spend that much money on primer. So I don't have anything to compare it to, but I can compare this to the Mint Melt, and this is so grippy and sticky compared to the Mint Melt. It's really, really good. Now let's go ahead and jump into the e.l.f. Camo CC Cream. And this is very much like a foundation. It feels like a foundation. And I'm not sure if this is my color anymore because this was my summer color. So if it's a bit deep, oh well. Throughout my channel, I've always said that the e.l.f. blender has always been my favorite, but then it moved to the Haley's Beauty blender because it's amazing. Well, my dog ate my e.l.f. blender, so I had to buy a new one. It feels different. It doesn't feel the same as my old one, but we'll go ahead and try it out and just see if it's good. And I don't know if you can see here. Let me turn the lights down. I don't know if you can see here. Most of the people watching this probably know that I have something called CRPS, and it's put your body in a state of constant stress. And so urticaria or urticaria is basically when your body is so stressed out, it causes rashes all over your body. And that's what this is. It itches so bad. I don't know why it's come back because my CRPS hasn't been astronomically bad lately. So I don't know why it's there, but it popped up the other day and I really wish it would go away, but I don't know what to do for it. So I really like this beauty blender still. It's really good. Because I have that urticaria there, I'm going to go down my neck with the foundation. See if I can cover it up. This is actually some of my favorite foundation or CC cream. I just think it's so good. It's so hydrating. I really, really like this stuff. And for concealer, I'm going to use the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. And I've got 3 different colors here. I've got Fair Beige, Light Sand, and Light Ivory. Yeah, Light Sand works really well under my eyes and down the T-zone. I'm going to use Light Ivory on the rest of my face because it's a little bit darker. Tried to cover up that urticaria. No, it's not. It's not darker, but we're just going to have to live with it. I usually do not put this much concealer on. I'm not one that puts a bunch of concealer on, but I just really want to try to cover this rash up. I also picked up the other e.l.f. Beauty Blender, and I think this is more for concealer, so let's go ahead and try it. I really like this beauty blender. It's very light and airy, but what I like about it is actually how, I don't know, just how small it is and how well you can get in the, under your eye. So I just really like this. This is nice. And I do have some other cream products, but I want to go ahead and set the T-zone real quick before my under eyes really start creasing. And I picked up the e.l.f. Matte Setting Powder in medium. Oh my goodness, I picked up medium. I might have to find another powder for my T-zone. I think medium's going to be too dark. I'm going to have to use a different powder underneath my eyes, but we will use this powder for the rest of my face. I'm going to go in with the Haley's Retouch Powder. This is one of my favorites, which was also on my 2021 Best Of. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and put my gloves back on just because my hands are kind of starting to hurt. For bronzer, I have the Putty Bronzer in Golden Days, and I have the Primer Infused Bronzer Forever Sunkissed. So I'm going to go ahead and use the Putty Bronzer, and then I'll go in with the powder afterwards. And I'm just going to dip my sponge into the Putty Bronzer and go ham. So speaking of 2022 goals, well, I wasn't speaking of it, but in the very beginning of the video I did. And I think it would be really awesome to learn Spanish, just because I want to. I think it's very good to have nowadays. And so I would love to learn Spanish. Obviously, I probably won't become fluent because I'm going to be teaching myself. But I want to get good enough to carry somewhat of a conversation. My doctor also told me I have pretty bad atrophy in my leg. And if I don't do something about it, I mean, it could get pretty bad. So... and the atrophy is from the CRPS. So I decided I don't want to lose my leg. So I'm going to start working out even when I'm in severe pain. Like when I'm crying and it's killing me. Alright, so I apologize. My camera went out and stopped recording. So I'm not 100% sure where we left off. But just in case, I took the Putty Bronzer and I just went around the perimeter of my face and some down the neck. And then for blushes, which I know you did not see, I've got Bora Bora here, which is a very cool tone pink. I've got Tahiti, which is a warmer pink. And then I believe this is Bali. And if I get the names wrong, I'll put them right beside it. So I went ahead and took Tahiti and went on, I make a C motion around my eyes. I hate when that happens. And then I've got the e.l.f. blush here. I don't know the name of it, but I will find out and I will write it right here as well. And then I've got two of these, I don't know what they're called. Let's see. Get On the Glow Cheeky Glow with this highlighter and blush duo. So I've got White Peach and Watermelon. And I think I'm going to go in with Watermelon. Well, it's a little deep. And then I'm going to use that Primer Infused Bronzer in Forever Sunkissed. And I'm trying to do things a little bit differently today. Typically I do bronzer then blush, but I'm going to try to put my bronzer on after the blush. See if it makes a difference. So I was saying earlier how I think, and I might have gotten cut off, for my 2022 goals, I would love to learn Spanish. And I know I won't become fluent because I'm teaching myself. But I would love to learn some of it, and we'll see. Maybe every video I'll put in here what I've learned. I just think it would be really cool to know Spanish. And I went to the doctors, and the doctor said that I have really bad atrophy in my left leg, which is the one I have the most CRPS in, where it started. He said, there's no way I can keep going like this and something not happen. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. I have to start working out, even if it's very minimal each day, so that something bad doesn't happen to my leg. So what I've decided to do is I am gonna start working out. And I started last week with my sister. She's my accountability partner. So 3 to 4 days a week, I wanna work out for real. It's gonna be a lighter workout because of the CRPS, but I wanna work out 3 to 4 days a week. When I'm in pain, like intense pain, I wanna do at least yoga or do stretching or do something that will help me, or do something that will help me health-wise. I already have a really good diet because of the CRPS. And so, yeah, 2022, okay, guys, I'm so sorry. My camera, I don't know, I deleted a bunch of videos, so I don't know why it keeps turning off, but it's not recording what I'm doing, so you've missed a whole bunch of the face. It's stressing me out. Okay, so what I did was I took the bronzer and just went around the perimeters of my face wherever I used the cream bronzer. Yeah, that's where we're at. Okay, but what I was saying is that I know that 2022 is gonna be my year. It's gonna be amazing. I'm gonna get so much healthier, not just weight-wise, like that's not what this is about. I'm gonna get healthier mentally and physically, and it's just gonna be an amazing year, and I'm gonna try to learn Spanish, and it's just gonna be a really good year. And I know that it's going to be an amazing year for you as well. Let's go ahead and jump into the matte setting powder. And I just wanted to put it, ooh, got it everywhere. I just wanted to put this along the bottom of my face to kind of carve out that part. Let me go ahead and use the Metallic Flare highlighter in white gold. This is so pretty. First off, look at the design. That's so awesome. Let's go ahead. You can tell there are glitter particles in it. I can see it. Let's go ahead. And I think glitter sometimes shows more texture, but hopefully, maybe with the pore filling primer, it won't show as much. Ooh, that's really pretty. With this brush, it's not like beaming to the point of where you like wouldn't like it. Wow, it just looks so like the glow from within type of. It's really pretty. Now let's see if I was to use the different brush, if it would be like in your face. Oh yeah. Okay, so it depends on the brush. If you use a denser type of brush or a smaller brush, I think it's gonna be more of a beaming type of highlighter. But if you use a fluffier brush, I think it's just gonna be a very glow within type of highlighter. Now let's go ahead and do the, oh my gosh, I keep trying stuff. What is wrong with me? Today is just not my day. Like, it's not starting out well. But I'm still happy, so it's okay. I have these no budge sticks, and I've seen several reviews on them, and I've reviewed them myself. I don't love them. I think it could be a good, like, primer for eyeshadow. I have the hot jalapeno, truffles, and rose water, and I really wanted to do hot jalapeno just because I'm wearing green, but these no budge sticks don't really match with it, so I'll use this one as the primer and then just go over it and we'll go from there. This one is the rose gold no budge stick, and all I'm gonna do is scribble it all over my eyelid and then buff it out. So just FYI, this is so transparent. If you were to wear this alone, which you definitely could, I would put some type of primer underneath it. And then I'm just gonna take a brush and then just kind of blend up. It's very pretty though. You could 100% just wear this on its own. That's really pretty. So my trouble with the no budge sticks is that they do kind of budge on my eyes, but it could be because I used it near my waterline though, so I'm not 100% sure. We're just going to use this and see how it works as a primer. So I'm going to jump in with the lightest green here, and I'm going to run that all in my crease. There's these kids screaming outside of my window. Well, sort of. They're next door screaming. Okay, tell me I'm not the only one. I love my kids to death, but I don't really like other people's kids, especially if I can't discipline them and tell them not to do something. I could never be a teacher, and I give mad props to all the teachers out there, because if a kid is screaming, I'm going to tell him to shut up. I can't stand it. And these kids next door, I don't know. They're always screaming. Like, why? Why are you screaming? There's really no reason. So I think the no budge stick is making it very sheer, which I actually kind of like. I think it's kind of cool instead of being so dark. And then I'm going to take this darker color on the corner of my eyeballs, and I'm going to pack it as close to the eyelid as I can, and then I will go into the crease a little bit. And there's a little bit of fallout on this darker shade, but not much. So, oh my gosh, why are they yelling? Can y'all hear that? Okay, we're just gonna keep working through the noise. How was everyone's New Year? Mine was pretty good. It was my birthday and we went to go visit family, and it was the first time I had visit family in 2 years. I haven't been able to travel very far for 2 years because, well, not for 2 years, because for the first year I had CRPS, I was still able to travel a little bit because it was only in my leg. Once it went full body is when I really wasn't able to do as much. But it was so nice. It was so good to see all of my family and see my grandparents because they are getting older. It was really nice to see everyone and visit everyone and turn 33. I mean, come on. I'm just kidding. I actually love getting older because it is something that not everyone gets. So I don't mind getting older. I could do without the wrinkles though. Like, those can go. And I'm just going to use my fingers for the shimmers. So let's do... I'm going to go ahead and do this green in the middle, and I'll do this one on the first third of the eyeball. So let's go ahead and do the gold first. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
Sweet baby Jesus, that's amazing. Oh my God. I mean, I think these are $4 a quad. What? How amazing is this? Oh my goodness. Wow. I am literally baffled right now. That looks so gorgeous. Oh my gosh. And then I'm just going to take it and kind of smooth out the shimmer that got into the green here. Wow.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
This is insane and intense, and I don't know if it is showing up on camera the same way it is in person. I don't know why I've never tried these little quads before. I'm going to do the darker green just a little bit on the outer third, and I'm going to take this green here and do the entire under eye. And then I'm going to take that lighter green and do the rest of my under eye. And I am buffing out the darker green with the lighter green. And then I'm going to take that gold color and put it in the first third of the bottom eyelid. Should take that green color. Man, that green color is so insanely pretty. I think I'm going to take that green color also and put it underneath. And I do have all of the e.l.f. liquid eyeshadows, but I'm not putting anything over this eye look. It looks so amazing. I'm not even going to mess with that. And then they have the Wow Brow, and I got it in the shade Deep Brown. Oh, you know what? Let's go ahead and dust off this powder. So pretty, oh my gosh. That's pretty. I wonder if it will actually hold my brows up. It is really pretty though. They do have a Lash It Loud volumizing black mascara. And I bought the mini one just because, again, I'm so picky with mascaras. I didn't want to buy a full tube and just waste it. The wand looks like this. It's pretty thick. And the bristles are spiky. They're not a normal brush. So for the mascara, it's not bad. It's not something that I would personally grab for. It's very natural, and it would be really pretty if I was doing like a no makeup day. So it is pretty. It's just not voluminous enough for me. So yeah, I'm glad I didn't get the bigger one because I probably won't reach for this as much. I'm gonna go ahead and throw on a lash real quick and I'll be right back. And lastly, we have lips. So I've got the Day to Night Lipstick Duo. I've got the Dream On Lip Gloss in Strawberry Daiquiri, which is really cute. And I have two in the Seriously Satin group. It's Raspberry and Pepper. And I think with this look, because it's such a bold eye, I'm going to just go with the normal nude lip. Alright, so I think I'm going to put on a lip liner real quick and then use the lighter nude. Get Flower Beauty Petal Pout Lip Liner in Toffee. So I just used the lip liner and then shaded in the corners. And now I'm going to use that daytime color on the center of the lip. I mean, I can use the lip gloss. Why not? So let's just go ahead and do it. It might like mush all the colors together though, but that's okay. I'll just try to put it on the center of my lip. And here is the Retro Paradise Lip Gloss in Strawberry Daiquiri. And it's a very, I think, like sheer, yeah, it's just a very sheer color. Alright, so this is the full face of e.l.f. I honestly could not tell a difference between higher end and e.l.f. I think e.l.f. is one of the best brands out there. Let me go ahead and spray my face real fast. And this is not e.l.f. It's the Porefessional Setter. But I could not tell a difference between this face and a higher end face. It looks gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. I love e.l.f. and I think anything you buy from e.l.f. is basically going to be a hit. I don't know how they do it, but they do it and it's amazing. And as you can see, let me turn it down. And as you can see, the urticaria is covered up. It's all gone. It looks great. I'm so happy with it. It looks amazing. I feel really pretty today. So that is it for the makeup. I absolutely love e.l.f. I'm really happy with how today worked out, and I'm happy I can use these products now in other videos. I've been holding them aside so that I could do this video. For today's affirmation, it is, I accept my perfectly imperfect body just the way it is. I accept my perfectly imperfect body just the way it is. And I do. I love my body. This is one thing I've told my family and friends many times, is that I cannot believe how much thinner and more athletic I was before CRPS, and I hated my body and I critiqued everything about it. And now I'm so happy. Like I like the way I look. I think I'm pretty. I think my body's fine. I'm not unhappy with my body. I hate that I have CRPS, but no matter what, it changed who I am today and it made me into a better person. So I am so happy with my perfectly imperfect body. I hope that you are there or can get there as well. Everyone is beautiful despite their flaws. That is it. Thank you so much for being here. If you've made it this far, thank you so much. It really does help the YouTube algorithm. I really apologize for all the mess ups today with the camera. Ugh, it is what it is. There's nothing I can do about it. But I'm happy I continued because the look is amazing. As always, please like, share, subscribe, and if you want to follow me along on Mondays and Thursdays, hit that notification bell. All right, y'all. Bye!